Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Gata Sangasya Muktasya Jnana Avastita Chetasaha Yagyaya Acharata Karma Samagram Praviliyate Gata Sangasya Muktasya Jnanavastita Chetasaha
Jnanavastita Chetasaha
Yagyaya Charata Karma
Jagyaya Charata Karma
Samagram Praviliyate
Samagram Praviliyate
Gata Sangasya Muktasya
Gata Sangasya Muktasya
Jnanavastita Chetasaha
Jnanavastita Chetasaha
Yagyaya Charata Karma
Jagyaya Charata Karma
Samagram Praviliyate
Samagram Praviliyate
Gata Sangasya Muktasya
Gata Sangasya Muktasya
Jnanavastita Chetasaha
Jnanavastita Chetasaha
Yagyaya Charata Karma
Jagyaya Charata Karma
Samagram Praviliyate
Samagram Praviliyate
Gata Sangasya
Gata Sangasya
unattached to the modes of material nature. Muktasya of the liberated.
Jnanavastita
Situated in transcendence. Chetasaha of such wisdom. Yagyaya for the sake of yagya. For Krishna. Acharata so acting. Karma work. Samagram in total. Praviliyate merges entirely. Translation. The work of a man who is unattached to the modes of material nature and who is fully situated in transcendental knowledge merges entirely into transcendence.
Gata Sangasya Muktasya Jnanavastita Chetasaha Jagyaya Acharata Karma Samagram Praviliyate. The difficulty in the conditioned state that we are creating our next life by karma. We are just at the present moment we are acting according to our past karma, and again we are creating another karma so that we have to enjoy or suffer in the next life. The transmigration of the soul takes place according to karma. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Karanam gunasanga asya sadasad jarma jonishu. Sat asat, good and inferior. Janma. So one has taken his birth in a nice family or in nice nation, good education, good looking, nice opulence. Janma isajja suta sri. Janma means to take birth in good family, good nation. And Aishajja, opulence, very rich. Janma Aishajja Sruta. Sruta means knowledge, education, and Sri and beauty. I repeatedly say to the American people that you have got your this position, richest nation in the world, Janma. Practically in America there is no poor man. that I had seen. They do not know what is poor man. Because the poorest man gets 5,000 rupees per month. The poorest man. So, actually there is no poor man. There cannot be. The government arrangement is so nice that nobody is in want of money. He can get money in so many ways. So it is very good, fortunate position to take birth in America. Janma, rich family, rich nation. And Aishadja, Janma, Aishadja, Suta, education. Now they are advanced education, by scientific advancement. They are trying to go to the moon planet. Not only that, many machines up to date they have discovered using. There is very big company, IBM, machine, business machine, IBM, international business machine. You know everything. So, Janma, Ishadja, Suta, education, and Sri. Most American boys and girls, they are all beautiful. So, why this position? This position is due to punna, karma. Karma means papa and papa karma, punna karma. This is the way. Karmana daivanetrena jantar deha upapatti. This is said in the Srimad Bhagwat. By karma, the jantar, the living entity, jantu, he is getting a particular type of body. In Bhagavad Gita also it is stated that karanam gunasangas, prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sa. Karanam gunasangas sadasat janmajuni. We are associating with a particular type of modes of nature. Goodness, passion and ignorance are mixed. So on account of this, we are working differently and we are preparing our next life. Karanam. This is the Karan. So, those who are karmakandiya, they are interested next life in the heavenly planet or higher standard of life. So, that is also stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Urdham gachanti sattastva. If you associate with the modes of goodness, then you are promoted to the higher planetary system, beyond heavenly planets. Janalok, Tapalok, Mahalok, Satyalok, Siddhalok, Brahmalok. So, that is possible. But our problem is not to promote ourselves to go to the heavenly planet or higher than that, Janalok, Satyalok, Mahalok or Brahmalok. Krishna advises, Abrahma bhuvana lokan punaravartinoli. He does not encourage that you go to the Brahmalok. No. He never encourages. He says, Abrahma bhuvana lokan punaravartinoli. Even if you become promoted to the Brahmaloka, then again you have to come back. Khine punne puno martulokang visanti. As soon as your punna, the duration of life is finished, then you have to come back again. This is going on. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, এই রূপে ব্রহ্মাণ্ড ভ্রমিতে কোনো ভাগ্যবান জীব. We are rotating, wandering in different species of life, different planets, different forms, In this way, we are transmigrating from one position to another position. This is going on. So, but that is not a very nice business. Bhutta bhutta praliyate. You accept some type of body or some type of place. Suppose one has become American. Then how long he will remain American? Say for 50 years or at most 100 years. Then again next chapter. One does not know what is the next life. And that will be decided karanam gunasangasya sadasajjanma jonishu. There is no guarantee that the next life again you become American or Indian or Brahmin. You may become a cat and dog because that is not in your hand. That is in the hand of material nature. Prakite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasya. Karma. Karmana daivanetrena. That will be awarded to you by superior judgment. That this man has done like this, he should get a body like this. That is not in your hand. That is not in your science. The real science is how to stop this business. That is being advised in Bhagwat Geeta. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshani darshanam. Takta deham punarjanma. People do not understand this. That our real problem is not to become promoted to the higher position, but to stop this birth, death, old age and disease. That is the real problem. So Krishna says that gata sangasya, don't sit like that. Don't sit like that. Gata sangasya. Because we are getting different types of body in different planets and different spheres of life on account of our association to the modes of nature. Therefore, Krishna is advising gata sangasya. Don't associate with the modes of material nature. That is your business. Not that you associate with the higher modes of nature. Even very good man, goodness, Brahmana, that is also conditioned life. To become Brahmana, Sattva Samadama Titikha Arjava Jnanam Vijnanam Astikam Brahma Karma Svabha, very perfect way of life. But that is also risky. Not that everything is risky, because at any moment we can be associated with another quality. And karanam guna sangas. It is very difficult position. Mixture. Therefore Krishna advises that you become free from association of any of the modes of material nature. Any one of them. Gata sangasya, muktasya. As soon as you become free from the association of the modes of material nature, then you are mukta. Muktasya. Gata sangasya muktasya. And how mukti can be achieved? Muktasya. How this position can. Na jnanavasthita cetasa. If you are actually situated in knowledge, then you can be mukta. Without knowledge, ignorance, just like a man in knowledge, he never commits any mistake lawfully. So he is not a member or subjected to be punished in the prison house because he has got full knowledge of the law. If anyone knows, in ordinary dealing, just like keep to the right, keep to the left. You are driving your car. If you are fully aware that if I go to the right, it will be criminal, then you are not subjected to be fined. Mukta. If you are in full knowledge. Therefore, our first business is to be situated in knowledge. Jnanavasthita cetasa. So, this knowledge is being imparted by Krishna himself, Bhagwat Geeta. The beginning of this knowledge is when Arjuna accepted him as Guru, Shishtasteham sadhimang prapannam. Now no more friendly talks. I become your disciple. So, this is the position. Knowledge should be taken from the perfect person. Because if you take knowledge from a person who is defective, your knowledge has no value. You must take knowledge from the perfect. So anyone in this material world is defective. Every one of us will know that we are defective. What is that? We are very much proud of seeing. Then what is the value of our seeing? We see under certain conditions, that's all. If there is immediately darkness, what is the value of our eyes? We cannot see. So under certain conditions, because we see, therefore you are not perfect. But if you can see in any condition, that is perfection. Not depending on these defective eyes or senses. That is not knowledge. Defective. Four defects I have several times explained. One defect is that we commit mistake, everyone. And we become illusion, accepting something for something. Just like mostly, even educated person, they accept this body and this body. Just like animal. The cats and dogs, they also think that I am this body. I have several times told you that I talked with Professor Kotovsky in Moscow. He said after finishing this body, Swamiji, everything is finished. He said like that. And he is a big professor. And according to our Vedic culture, jasatu buddhi kunapeti dhatuke saiva gokhara. If one is going on under this impression that I am this body, he is gokhara, ass and cow, an animal. Therefore, they do not know how we are accepting different bodies under karma by associating with special. Associating means even unknowingly. Just like infection. In medical science there is the word infection. You may not know, but if you have infected typhoid disease, it will rectify at one moment. So similarly, even if we do not know, if we associate with the material modes of nature, it will be affected. Sadasat janma janishu. Therefore we must have full knowledge how to save ourselves from the association, from the infection of this material disease. That is called jnanavasthita cetasa. Just like a man who knows hygienic rules and regulations, he does not infect disease. But a man in ignorance, he infects disease and suffers. It is not God's creation, your creation. If you do not know how to live, then you will infect the infection of the different material modes of nature and you will have to suffer or enjoy. Therefore, common sense instruction given by Chanakya Pandit, a great politician, tajo dujjana samsargam. This is his first instruction. So don't associate with bad character. We are also doing that. So don't associate with the four principles of sinful life. Illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication and gambling. Tajo dujjana samsargam, bhaja sadhu samagamam. You associate with sadhus. Who are sadhus? That is also described in the Bhagwat Gita. Sadhureva samantavva sammak bhavasita sa hu apite sudurachara bhajate mamananna bha. Sadhureva samantavva. That is sadhu. Sadhu means who is fully engaged in the service of the Supreme Lord. He is sadhu. So in this way, we have to acquire knowledge. Jnanavasthita cetasa, full knowledge. Then we can avoid the association of the three modes of material nature. Gata sangasya, muktasya. Then you become liberated, even in this life. If you are actually situated in knowledge. And how one can understand that this man is mukta. He is not associating with any material modes of nature. How? Jagyaya acharata karma. For jagga. Jagyaya. Jagga karma samudbhavam. Just like I was explaining. You have to perform jagga. Jagyaya, only for jagga. Jagyarthe, another place, Krishna said, Jagyarthe karma, annatra karma bandhana. If you do not act for jagga, then you will be entangled in the karma bandhana. This is the science. One has to be situated in full knowledge. In full knowledge, the beginning of knowledge is that one must understand that I am not this body. This is knowledge. And if one is working like cats and dogs, thinking himself I am this body, he has no knowledge. Just like animals, they are not expected to be in knowledge. A man is expected to be in knowledge, and he must know that I am not this body. Dehinasmin yatha dehi kaumana jovanam jara tatha dehantara prapti. So, one has to know that I am not this body, but circumstantially and according to my association with the modes of nature, I am transferring and transmigrating from this body to another body. So, therefore in the Vedic culture, the karmakandya, jagga is recommended, at least you get a better body. Don't go to the lower body. Urdham gachanti sattva, better body in higher planetary system, that is karmakandya vichar. Therefore, jagga, jaggaya acharata karma. Everything should be in here. Jagya sista sino santa mucchante sarva kilmisari. The same thing, just like here, we are performing jagga, the Sankirtan jagga. We are preparing food for Krishna, that is jagga. And when we eat the remnants of food stuff, that is also jagya avasishta, remnants of food stuff. Jagya sista sino santa, asina. Asina means eating. After offering in the jagga, if you eat, jagya sista sino santa, he becomes a santa, saintly person. Jagya sista sino mucchante sarva kilmisari. He becomes free from all sinful reaction. Abhunyante te aghana papam je pachanti atmakaranat. And who is cooking for himself very palatable dishes, he is bhunyante te aghana papam. He is simply eating sins and he has to suffer. Therefore, we have to eat, we have to work, we have to do everything only for Jaggaya, not for any other purpose. Then we are entangled. As soon as we do anything for my sense gratification, then you are entangled. Goodness or bad, goodness, passion or ignorance. So there are very complicated laws, but we do not know. That is ignorance. So we have to know what are these complicated laws. That is called jnanavastita cetasa. An ignorant person, they suffer from disease, they suffer from legal action because ignorant. Ignorance is no law, no excuse. If you go to the court, sir, I did not know this law. I did not know law that keep to the left. The court will not excuse you. I did not know that they associate with the smallpox infection. The nature will not excuse you. A child touches fire, the fire will not excuse that because it is child. No, I shall not burn it. No, nature must work. Daivijesha gunamai mama maya duruttaya. So, you have to be fully in knowledge how to save yourself from the contamination of the modes of material nature. That is called gata sangasya, muktasya. Then you are free. So that is also stated. How you can become gata sangasya? That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Manchabhya vicharini bhakti yogena ja sevate sagunan samatitayita brahma bhuyaya kalpata. You have to situate yourself on the Brahma platform, spiritual platform. Manchabhya, and how it can do it? No, abhya vicharini bhakti yogena. Bhakti yoga, you have to perform bhakti yoga. Then what is that bhakti yoga? Saranam kirtanam Vishnu, smaranam padasevanam, archanam bandhanam dasam, sakham atmani. These are the bhakti yoga. You have to hear about Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God. Hearing, you can become mukta. Just like Maharaj Parikshit. He simply listened about Krishna. Srimad Bhagwat, at the last stage of his life, he listened from Sukadeva Goswami. Simply Srimad Bhagavatam, I became liberated. Sri Vishnu Sravane Parikshit. The Sri Vishnu Sravane about Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu. Parikshit Maharaj became liberated. Abhavat Vaiyasaki Kirtane. And Vaiyasaki, the son of Vyasdev, Sukadeva Goswami, he simply narrated the topics of Srimad Bhagavatam. He became liberated. There are 9 items of Bhakti Yoga. Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Padasevanam, Archanam Bandhanam Dasam, Sakham Atmanived. So if you can execute all the items, that is very good. If not, some of them, at least one. This chance is being given by the Krishna consciousness movement. We invite people all over the world. Please come and join with this chanting, Hare Krishna. Actually, whatever development has been made, it is only by this process. We don't impose any regulation in the beginning, no. Please come and sit down and hear about Krishna. Sarvanam. If you simply continue, if you do not do anything, I guarantee that if you simply come here and hear about Krishna, you will be liberated. If you do not do anything, if you kindly come here and hear about Krishna, here or anywhere, Savanam. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommended this process. Sthane sthita sutigatang tanubang manobhi je prayasa jita jitapasi tai stilakyam. This is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's recommendation. The sthane sthita sutigatang tanumang mano. You remain in your position. It doesn't require to change. Because you are grihastha or you are engineer, you are doctor or you are washerman, it doesn't matter. You remain in your position. Sthane sthita. But lend your eyes for oral reception of Krishna's message. Sthane sthita sruti-gata. Sruti means this ear. Allow this much, the message of Krishna to enter your ears. That will help you. Sthane sthita. Sthane sthita sruti-gata. Then if any man is conscious, deliberate, then if you try to implement in practice in your life, sthane sthita, first of all hearing, unless you hear, just like Krishna is speaking personally, you have to hear. Gatasangasya muktasya jnanavasthita chetasya jajñācharata karma samagram praviliyat. So, in this way, hearing, you become jnanavasthita cetasa. You don't require to go to the college and school. This is also, they simply hear. Even in college and school, there is percentage of attendance, hearing. All of you know that unless one has attended class of the professor, 75% is not allowed for the examination. So hearing so important. And that is also in the case of spiritual. Hear from whom? No, hear from whom? That tad-vijñānātham sa gurumeva vigachet. Hear from Guru. Who is Guru? Guru. Then Brahmanishtam. Brahmanishtam. Guru means who knows God and fully engaged in his service. That is Guru. Tad-vijñānātham sa gurumeva abhigachet samitpani srutriyam brahmanishtam. Srutriyam brahmanishtam. He has also heard from his Guru. This is words, hearing. Therefore Vedas are known as Shruti. Formerly it was learned simply by hearing. There is no books and there was no need of noting down. The merit was so perfect that simply by hearing from Guru he would understand everything. But in the Kali Yuga, because gradually we are losing the potency of our brain, therefore we require in writing books. Vasudev was very kind. He knew that in the Kali Yuga there will be no sharpened brain. Manda sumanda matayo manda bhagga jupadrita. They are made by nature, by the influence of Kali Yuga, they are all munda, very slow or very bad. Manda, sumanda matayo, and they have got manufactured some ideas. Sumanda matayo, which is not standard to the Vedic ideas. Manda bhagya, and unfortunate. Krishna is canvassing. Here is God, here I am God. They are so unfortunate, they cannot accept. Manda bhagya. Krishna is accepted, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by all the Shastras. Vasudev, he writes, Krishnastu Bhagavan Sam. The Brahma Sangata, Brahma writes, Ishara Parama Krishna. Krishna personally says, Matta Paradaram Nanya. Arjuna, who had Bhagwat Gita, he accepts, Parabrahma Parangadhama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavam. The Acharyas, Sankaracharya, Madhyacharya, Rama, they accept Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then what evidence want you more? What is your knowledge? You do not accept so many authorities. You are so proud. That is our misfortune. Manda bhagya. Jupodhrita, and disturbed condition of life. That is our misfortune. This is the position. Otherwise, where is the difficulty of understanding God? God is dead, there is no God, I am God, you are God. So many theories. Why? Here is God. God personally comes to show you what is the position of God. And He has shown what is the meaning of God. Aishajyasya samagrasya bijasya jasasya. What is the meaning of Bhagavan? He has shown. Still we are so unfortunate, we cannot accept. Because we are not free from the contamination. Jisam, one can understand. Jisam antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam. Otherwise, manusyanam sahasresu jatu kaschid jatati siddhaya. Jatatam api siddhyanam kaschid vettimam tattvata. So, the best thing is that we should be submissive. We should not be proud. That will not help us. Sthane sthita sutigadam. Jnane prayasam udapas. The so-called speculative knowledge should be given up. Jnane prayasam. Namanta eva. Just be submissive. Namanta eva. Sutigadam tanubang muni. Jnane prayasam udapasya namanta eva. Sanamukharitana bhavudhiya vartam. Sanamukharitana. Those who are perfectly sent, just like Vasudev, Ramanujarya, Madhyacharya, Sanamukharitana. If they have accepted Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sanamukharitana bhavudhiya vartam. And in this way we can understand, we can take the lesson, everything is clear. Now this formula that Gatasangasya muktas. So Gatasanga how? Gatasanga. To be free from the contamination of the material nature. That is explained in the Bhagwat Geeta. Marchabhya vicharini bhakti yogena jasevata. Anyone who is engaged according to the principles, rules and regulations in bhakti yoga, just these boys are being trained up all over the world to rise early in the morning, to perform Mangalaratri, to chant the holy name, to read Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, then take some prasadam, then go to preach, distribute books. When you go to distribute books, we are doing this very organizedly all over the world and it has become very successful. Very successful. So why not in India? Why you are neglecting this process? Why you are manufacturing something nonsense? That will not help you. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.